primer. So you would give it a couple of pushes, and then it would distribute some of the gas throughout the cylinders, so they would ignite when you start the plane. I've just had some problems with it. I mean, that's 80-year-old primer, and a lot of times it just kind of also gets like a vapor lock in it. So my mechanic put an internal primer back in my rear cockpit. So that was just a retrofit that he did a year or two ago. So now I just prime it from inside of the plane, and it's the same kind of primer you would have on a lawnmower or snowmobile or whatever.
Okay.
And we already talked about, we always have to triple check to make sure we got adequate oil. These radial engines use a ton of oil, and if you're low, you can just burn out the whole engine. So that's all good. This is interesting. The print on this, I didn't do it. This plane came like it. Apparently, it was at Chanute. I think it's Chanute Field in Rantoul. Again, I told you PT17. Here's the serial number. This is interesting, and this is delicate because sometimes I volunteer rides for charities. People bid on them, and then they show up strangers, and they'll come, and I don't know who I'm going to get. It can get awkward, and I'm not trying to be an unpleasant person, but the government says right here, crew weight is total 400 pounds, and so I have no secret about my weight because it's pretty standard. I'm 175, so I can safely, according to the specs, carry 225 pounds of passenger if I pretty much have full fuel. If you have less fuel, then there's less weight because fuel obviously weighs a lot. So I had one situation where I had like a 275 pounder who was like 6'2", just a very large, huge person. And I don't think I could do this. It was really sad. So what I did is I took some other people from flights, burned off a ton of fuel, and I was down to a quarter tank. And then that differential was fine, and it was also cool. When it's really hot, so but I could not have, it would have been so unsafe to even try to get it off the ground. Full fuel, 100 degrees, and that big person. So you're going to fit just right. And so thank you for being your size. I appreciate it. And then she's going to have great performance. And again, aluminum on just a few parts, the rest is metal. That's all you got to know. So we have an intercom that works. That's our pitot tube, okay. And then some of the instruments, just like on any plane, like your Pipers and stuff, Cessnas. We all have pitot tubes. So that technology, it just shows you is over 80-year-old technology that you're utilizing in more